Today, I would like for each of you to think about a time where you were accountable for your actions because you understood the value of taking accountability. Or think about a time where you should have been accountable for your actions, but you weren't. However, in the end, you were able to learn a valuable lesson. My name is Crystal, and oh boy, have I messed up in life. From losing a great job for not wanting to accept that I made a bad decision to losing some good people in life because I wanted to blame them for my actions. These are all evidence of my personal failures and struggles with taking accountability, which will allow me to speak on why it's important to take accountability. I deem it is our moral responsibility to take ownership of all outcomes that are a result of our actions or choices. Whether it's good or bad, we must take accountability since it is essential in building our self esteem, making us responsible, and giving us the power to thrive. What do I mean by taking accountability? Why do we need to take accountability? How can we learn to take accountability? Now, I'm going to give you all some insight on what I mean by taking accountability. It's the willingness to accept responsibility for your actions or choices despite the outcome. Nearly 10 years ago, I started a new job as a billing specialist. And it was a late afternoon coming back from lunch on a Friday. I was running late. So I decided to call in the office and let my supervisor know. Instead, I reached my colleague, which she suggested that I just give her my passcode and she signs me in for my laptop. Poor decision, right? Very poor. Everyone knows you never give out your passcode. And next, that's considered stealing time. Well, fast forward to the following Monday. I worked my entire shift, and right before leaving, my supervisor asked to speak with me. I stepped inside her office, and she asked, "Is there anything you need to tell me?" I said yes. So I told her what happened on Friday, but I also tried to place blame on the other colleague more so than anything. And she said, "Well, Crystal, thank you for being honest. However, I see you not being accountable for the bad decision that you made." And she said, "I cannot accept that. You didn't even give me the opportunity to back you or to give you a verbal warning. I cannot trust you as an employee because I expect for my employees to be accountable for their actions and to be honest." Her next line was, "I'm going to have to let you go." At that moment, I decided to reflect on the situation because not only did this affect my livelihood, but it affected my children. I was a single parent at the time, and they depended on that, much as me. So I must say that this was a hard lesson where I had to learn and understand what it means to be accountable for my actions despite the outcome. Which leads to, why do we need to take accountability? It is evident that we take accountability to learn how to build our self-esteem, be responsible, be honest to ourselves and others, along with valuing ourselves more. From a 2019 article posted on healthyplace.com titled, "How Accountability Builds Self-Esteem," by psychotherapist Britt Mayer. She explains why taking accountability matters. Some of her key points were, we learn to trust ourselves and respect our process by proclaiming our mistakes as a part of the learning process in life. We learn how to forgive ourselves when we are wrong because of the teachings and experiences that come from being wrong are found more valuable. We learn how to handle ourselves appropriately and self-advocate, meaning even when someone accuses us of something, we know how to have a straight, respectful, and honest disagreement with our accuser. That's why it is crucial for us to understand, how can we learn to take accountability? Learn to take accountability by accepting our mistakes, apologizing when we are wrong, and taking ownership of our actions so that we may thrive. Losing a good job several years ago and reconnecting with a few good old people meant a lot because I was able to apologize for my wrongdoings and for not being empathetic towards their situations at the time. See, these are some personal failures that taught me some valuable lessons, which is another reason why I enjoyed an article from 2021 titled 10 Tips to Make a Personal Accountability Come Naturally, found on wildsimplejoy.com by Don Perez, a certified life and nutrition coach. Not only from learning through my own experiences, but I also understand taking accountability more in depth after reading this article titled Personal Responsibility and Social Development, Implementation for Global Ethics by Samuel Ikonem. It's a scholarly academic journal that was published in 2014. Some of the key points were we must be reliable for our actions and know when to say I'm sorry. Be accountable for what we can control and accept what we cannot control. Allow ourselves to go through personal challenges. Start seeing ourselves as champions and no longer victims. Take control of our lives and be positive. No longer make any excuses and learn to put our best foot forward. And most importantly, have humility. We've all learned great lessons in life. And no, it's imperative for us to take accountability for our actions and choices no matter the outcome. By taking accountability, we learn how to be responsible, honest to ourselves and others, and we value ourselves more. Remember, learn to take accountability by accepting our mistakes, apologizing when we are wrong, and taking ownership of our actions to help us thrive in life. Take advantage of our life by holding yourself accountable, whether it's personal or in a professional environment, as it will transform your life and improve your relationship with others. We aren't perfect and mistakes are inevitable, but we can be better individuals when we learn to take accountability. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy.